He is the speed demon who rose to fame in the Fast and Furious blockbusters. And now, this real-life twist that all too closely mirrors the movies he made.
We have confirmed 2 DUA.
This morning, new details in the joyride that ended in a fiery crash taking actor Paul Walker's life. The driver, Walker's friend, Roder Rodas, was a pro racer with championship titles to his name.
This is not his first time driving a car like this.
Right. That's why I'm shocked. He's driven cars faster than this.
A Porsche Carrera GT that can hit speeds of up to 240 miles per hour, reportedly being sold for more than $300,000, and so difficult to handle, even professional drivers called it scary. On Saturday, both men attended a toy drive-in car show for Walker's charity, Reach Out Worldwide. Here's Walker with that Porsche in one of the last known videos of the 40-year-old star. The crash happened in a business park just a few blocks away, minutes after they left.
What was the last thing you heard Paul say?
Hey, I'll be right back in 5 minutes. That was the last words I heard.
They struck a tree and a pole. Both men pronounced dead on the scene. The mangled car unrecognizable, the pole bent in two. Fast and Furious co-star Tyrese Gibson among the throngs of mourners who visited the scene, leaving in tears.
Welcome to my vlog. Today marks the 10-year anniversary of Paul Walker's and Roder Rodas passing right here in Santa Clarita. And right behind me, right here in this area, is where Paul Walker and Roder Rodas lost their life exactly 10 years ago. Today is November 30th. I'm gonna wait for around 3:30. People meet up here already. There's a whole bunch of people here. It's a little bit windy today. Hopefully the sound is gonna be okay. And I just wanted to show you what it's like for the 10-year anniversary right here, the crash site where they lost their lives. And it's a little bit eerie to be here thinking that it happened exactly right here. There's a picture online where you can see the car and the sign right in the back. I'm not sure if this was the tree where the car was mangled all the way around, but I think that was actually the tree. This is Kelly Johnson Parkway in Hercules Street in Santa Clarita. And as you can see, the crash site is right over here. And there's already people gathering, putting little mementos up in a self-made shrine. That's what I was hoping for, to meet some people here. How you doing, man?
Good.
Where you guys from?
Los Angeles.
LA.
Yeah. Palmdale.
Palmdale.
Orange County, whatever it is.
You got the shirt on.
Paramount.
Fairmont, all right. There's another one right here, and they have like a little shrine here, beer cans, stickers, little car parts, and little toy cars to Paul Walker, rest in peace. Sunglasses, little cars, some sunflowers, even like a little heart spelled out with rocks. Porsche 911. See some air fresheners here on the tree. Lots of little stuff. Fast and the Furious. Legend Never Die. Paul Walker. I even mounted a little car to the tree here. They even play the Fast and the Furious music in the background. He's making memories for himself, playing the music in the background. More cars are coming, and as you can see, a lot of people pay their respect Fast and Furious style by doing donuts and burnouts right here. The whole street is full of skid marks from cars. Every time I'm in the Valencia area, I come by the crash site. I've been here a few times. I even did a video 2 years ago about this crash site, and I went to different movie locations. You can find it on my channel. Even though we all know what happened, I just want to tell you a little bit for the people that don't know exactly what happened. So I show you what they actually say on the internet what happened. So I'm thinking he must accelerate right here because it's going uphill. And I'm going about 40 right now, and we just approaching the side. Why was he all the way on the right here? This is what they seen last before they hit the light pole. This is a really popular area for coming around the corner, drifting right here, because it's a really wide street. I can't believe this is a 5-lane street. When Roder Rodas came around, he must accelerate really fast. On the internet they said it could have been a problem if the tires hit those bumps right here. The wheels were about 9 years old. Then he just came down here. He must have started spinning and nicked that tree right there. Paul Walker's friend said he must have hit the curb right here and kind of nicked that tree. I got a picture of it. Should have been right here. And he said you could have seen some red paint on there. So he must have nicked that tree. There was a lamp post right here, which he completely pushed over. The car was spinning and ended up right here in this area. There was a tree here. And there's some pictures where you can see that the car is completely wrapped around that tree. It happened right here. Always try to match up pictures I found on the internet. There's one where you can see the tree on the right and then the one on the left. And as you can see, it's right next to the curb. This is where his car was. Here's a picture you can match up just a couple of days after the accident. Look how many people came down and paid their respects. Look at all the flowers right here at the crash site. some people it's really emotional to see the crash site for the first time. People leave messages on the lamp pole, but oftentimes they repaint the poles. And here we're talking to John. Look at, you got the Fast and the Furious shirt on. John, where did you come from today?
Came from a small town called Galt, California.
All right, so you came all the way just to see. Is that the first time you see the crash site?
Very first time.
And you know all the movies, cars. You like cars? Are you driving a fast car?
No, I just love the cars.
Yeah. And how does it feel to be here at the crash site? Is that what you imagine how it'd be, or what is your feeling?
Hard to say, just emotions.
It is,
He was my role model. I love all his movies.
I mean, 93 miles per hour, that's pretty fast.
When you come here and listen to the people, everybody has their own little theory what happened today, why there was an accident. Last time I was here, they freshly painted the pole here. Now you see all the messages still on there. Even right here in the concrete, when they put up the new light pole, people carved their names in there. Back then there was a security camera, it's still there. You see it right there. But it didn't really catch the car driving against the pole because it has all the bushes right there. All you could have seen in the video was the tree going down and the light pole going down. You see the building in the background. You can match up this picture here. Everybody's standing right in front of his crash site. This is pretty cool. Somebody made like a little cross out of fuses. And even little hearts. The Hypercell building. And you see the fence over here, the metal fence. This would have been right here. Somebody put their red fingerprints up here and it says, why this happened? Yeah, why did it happen? Rest in peace, Paul, I miss you. The day it happened around 3:30, somebody drove by and actually filmed the car burning. See the handicap sign here? You can see this one in the picture here too. The car literally broke in half. And from what the coroner's office says, Roder Rodas was dead right away, and Paul Walker, they say he lived another minute because they found smoke in his lungs. How terrible is that you actually burn alive? Paul Walker, rest in peace. It's almost the 10-year anniversary of your passing away. You are a superstar, you are legendary, you are missed. Everybody's signing the head. He's gonna put the head up somewhere high so nobody can touch it right here. He climbed up all the way in the tree. So I'm here with Diane and Vince, and believe it or not, they're watching my channel. They know the GIV, right?
Number one
GIV. GIV is number one, huh?
GIV.
And look, they actually got the t-shirts on, and then you said you got this signed by who?
Caleb
Okay.
and Mr. Walker and Cody.
Paul Walker signed this? Or Mr. his dad? His dad, okay.
And Chan Lindbergh, Jesse.
Okay, Jesse.
As well, or the other one as well.
And you've been to this site before, or?
Yes, I've been
we come
coming
here
for a
every
while
year.
now, and unfortunately, this is the 10th anniversary since.
You had to come here, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
we had to come.
Well, I appreciate you
Do it
watching
for
the
love.
GIV, and now you're going to be on my channel.
Oh, thank you. We're honored.
And what does it feel for you to be here when you know that he passed away right here? What does it feel for you?
Sadness, but actually loving memory and family.
Yeah.
It still hurts
Feel-
that he's
feel-
gone. It's sad. I mean, that there's not many heroes in this world, but someone like him I could consider a hero without even...
So thank you very much for talking to me. I appreciate it.
I know, Shad. Oh, you're very welcome.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
VIGIV.
Thank
All right.
you, GIV.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
That's right.
Tschüssig.
Tschüssing. They really watching my channel, see? We probably never find out exactly what happened, why the accident occurred, but investigators said it's definitely the speed, around 93 to 100 miles an hour. But look how big the street is. Roder Rodas was a professional race car driver, and so was Paul Walker. So what must have happened that he got that close to the curb that he actually hit that pole? I don't get it. He could easily go a little bit further out here, but what do I know? But me standing here looking at it, I'm thinking, what really happened? It is different being here at the location or watching this on television, because when you're here, you kind of imagine what happened that day, you know, how he was right there, and I don't know, it's really hard to think about that. But his shop was right around the corner, and that's where I want to go right now, where the whole thing started. Let's go over there. Can you hear the cars in the background? It was about the same time, 3:30, 10 years ago, at the toy drive, when Roder Rodas wanted to give Paul Walker a little joyride in the GT Porsche Carrera. You see in the background, they had some cars displayed. Right now it's just the warehouse, but you can match up this picture pretty good here with the railing. And as you can see, Paul Walker is smiling. Roder Rodas and Paul Walker owned the store here behind me together, always evolving. And there's actually a sticker up there, still on there. Always evolving. Performance, motors, and pacing. I just wonder how many times Paul Walker walked in and out that door here. November 30th, 2013, Paul Walker totally forgot that he had a car show and that he had like a little toy drive. He wanted to get a Christmas tree with his mom, and then he remembered that he had to come here. They had cars displayed right here, and all this was like a fundraiser for the victims of the typhoon in the Philippines. A philanthropist that wanted to give back money to the community and to the disaster zones all over the world. He was not the typical Hollywood type. He actually, in his spare time, he spent times on the ocean. He didn't want to really mingle with all the rich and famous people in Hollywood. The trailer where they put the cars in, always evolving, was standing here all the time. The Porsche Carrera GT was parked right in this parking space. You see in the background, you see those little windows? Those are the windows over here. And this is where the car parked, the Porsche GT. I'm not really good with finding out where they have shows. I wish I would have known 10 years ago that they had like a toy drive and a car show here. I would have definitely showed up. Some lucky fans got some pictures with Paul Walker that day. See those valves in the background? We're standing right here. Wow. There's another one we can match up. In this picture, you can see the cars they had in the background. Right here, one of the last pictures, him getting into the car. Paul and Roger founded the charity together. They spend a lot of time here in the stores and in those warehouses. And the day they went for the joyride, they told him, oh, we're going to be back in 5 minutes. His friends were all waiting here. And they could actually hear the crash and see the smoke coming up right here. So the people were actually right here. They ran over there. And then Roder Rodas' son saw his dad burning in the car. How terrible is that? Here I am again at the Forest Lawn Cemetery. I was here not too long ago when I did the vlog about the passing of Matthew Perry. To get to Paul Walker's gravesite, you have to walk up some stairs here. On the way to Paul's gravesite, you pass the final resting place of Jerry Buss, the owner of the Lakers. And here we are at Paul Walker's final resting place. Looks like he really needed some new flowers. Put it right here. People bring little cars. This is the one, the Carrera GT. That's the one I brought. I always bring him when I come to his gravesite. Somebody left a little note in here with a little heart, love sign. It's kind of weird to celebrate a 10-year death anniversary, but it's not that we celebrate his death, we celebrate his life, all the stuff he's done for the people. There's other people come and visit the crash site, there's other people that come. He influenced a lot of people, he done a lot of good in his life. And the really bad part is for me to understand that it wasn't his fault at all to pass away. You know, some people do crazy things. He was just a passenger and he just happened to die that day. Unfortunately, I wish we could have just turned back time and tell him not to go into the car. And it's devastating that somebody young like this has to lose his life dramatically like that. And I'm not the only fan here. There's Ramon. Where are you from, Ramon?
From Oxnard, California.
He just came down and look what he brought down here. A tuna sandwich with no crust. That was his favorite thing to eat at Bob's Market. And what else did you bring right here? What is that?
I got the GTR from Brian at the end of the 7th movie, Furious 7. Last movie he had. Special one right here.
Nice. And what did Paul Walker mean to you? Was it just movies or?
Paul Walker, one of my favorite actors ever. Like just his life from the time he was growing up to even the end, just this life, the spirit that he had, and always enduring it, not really wanting to take the easy way, just always going at it, fearless, especially. Buddy Shane of mine, he's like Dom. I've always been like Paul Walker in the Fast and the Furious, so just wanted to take the day out, got the whole day just to see locations, bring him the Furious 7 car, leave him a tuna sandwich that I ate the crust on. That way, metaphorically, I'm sharing it with him. And I really wish that he would have been here to enjoy it, but this is the best that we could do now.
All right. Well, thank you very much. And have a good day, man.
Thank you. You guys too. You too. Thank you.
He loved racing cars, not only in the movies, also in real life as well. And unfortunately, he passed away doing what he liked the most, racing cars. Rest easy, Paul Walker. So you said for yourself, today is just a Paul Walker day. You've been already to his house. Where did you go already?
First, I went to his house, got there right when the sun went up. Right where outside his house, he has a good view of the coast, of the ocean in Santa Barbara. Stayed there for about an hour, took a look around the park, left there, took my way to Los Angeles, but on the way I stopped at Neptune's Net. Wasn't open yet, but I still was there for a little bit. At least got some shots of the coast too.
That's where he was eating with Toretto, right?
Yeah.
So got some good shots, yeah.
He could buy his own shrimp. And then when I was on the way to the Fast House, I got a speeding ticket, but what better way to get a speeding ticket than on a day about Paul Walker and the Fast and the Furious. Came over here to the cemetery after Bob's Market, got a few tuna sandwiches, left one right here, ate the crust off myself, and now I'm going to the spot where they shot Furious 7 at the crossroads where Brian and Don meet, and then they take off split. Then I'm going to the crash site. 3:30 is a
Wow, so
Time of
you're a
death.
dedicated fan.
Yeah, real dedicated. One of my favorite actors ever,
All right.
favorite people ever. And
Well,
then
go ahead.
and then after his crash site, gonna come back here for some night views, and then I'm gonna be going to a lot of nighttime locations from the first movie.
Downtown, huh?
Yeah,
Where the
downtown
warehouses
LA.
are and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
and Long Beach.
Okay.
Going down to Anaheim as far, so I got about a 14-hour day of traveling.
That's dedication.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much.
No problem.
Paul Walker trip, a whole itinerary, what he's gonna do. Wow. Well, my friends, that was it. Live here at the Forest Lawn Cemetery at Paul Walker's grave. I did not have time to go to Roder Rodas' final resting place. It's on a different Forest Lawn Cemetery, but I got some old footage which I actually gonna include in this video. So if you happen to like this video, give it a thumbs up, push the notification bell, and subscribe to the German in Venice. Rest in peace, Paul Walker. See you guys later. Tschüssing.